Hey guys, thanks again for tuning in to another Brad and Chloe video. In this video, we're moving from Littleton over to Denver, where our new friend Michael McClearn has just moved into his first house hack, and we are going to interview him and find out more about his house hack. As you can see, we helped him install these new LED pot lights. We have these same exact LED pot lights in our current house hack, and we did these about 6 months before. So we had some experience helping Michael out. We love these because they're dimmable, they take almost no power, and they bright up the room super well and very evenly. They're super nice because you don't need to find a stud or a joist to nail them to. You can just pop them right into the drywall wherever you choose. And we also helped him install this new bathroom vanity. Alright, welcome guys. We are here with Michael. Michael is a new house hacker. We are in his brand new house hack that he is in the living room. So Michael, please tell us and the audience, how did you get into house hacking, and why house hacking? Why did you decide to go this route?
Yeah, it was kind of like a, well, it's been at this point like a 3-4 month, I guess, journey, if you will.
Okay.
I remember I was coming back from a 2 weeks long road trip in Utah, and I was listening to a Bigger Pockets podcast, and
there you go.
It was, I think it was episode, I don't even know what the show episode was, but it was with Craig Curelop, and you know, it kind of sparked my interest. I had been, you know, one of my friends kind of mentioned this idea of house hacking in the past, and it was, he didn't label it as house hacking, but it was pretty much, you know, FHA loan, low down payment, live in one of the rooms, rent the rest out, and have the, you know, mortgage income or the tenant income offset the mortgage payment, either fully or partially.
There you go.
And so that was kind of the introduction into it. And then I started reading some books, and you know, 3 months later, 4 months later, I bought a house. So
sweet, yeah. Obviously, it's a great action here. Craig Curelop, if you guys don't know, he's kind of like the house hacker, a big time house hacker here in Denver that is an agent and does a lot of really good work and has great content out if you want to learn more about house hacking. Alright, now we want to know, Michael, what is your PITI, that is your monthly payment, as well as the purchase price, how much did you buy it for, and how much down did you put, what percentage and dollar amount?
Yeah, so the property was listed on MLS. It got listed on a Friday for $500,000, and keep in mind this is a 5-bed, 2-bath. 1.75 bath, but one of them just doesn't have a tub. And I got in that afternoon. I think I was one of their first showings.
Wow.
And so, you know, I immediately walked in. This place has been renovated. It's 1955 build, but you know, very nice on the interior. And I pretty much fell in love with it. So right then and there, they said they were only going to be accepting offers starting on Sunday.
Okay.
And you know, I spoke with Craig. Craig's my agent here too. The one-stop shop. And you know, we put in an offer at $525. The rationale was, you know, pretty much hang something in front of them that's too good for them to say no to, and we put the expiration date for the offer on Saturday. So we essentially gave them 24 hours to respond. You know, kind of lit a little bit of a fire under their butt. And you know, I think it was like hour 22 or something they got back to me, and they'd accepted the offer. So
okay, so you bought the place for $525, which is $25K above the asking price.
Exactly. Yep.
Good. Okay, so I guess a lesson learned: you don't have to pay asking price or even get like a great deal on a house hack because you're house hacking it. So you know, I wasn't too concerned about offering up that additional $25,000. Yeah.
You know, in conversation with Craig, and you know, the rationale that I kind of went into this with was better to get a good deal, you know, just quickly, because essentially, you know, my timer, my 1-year timer starts ticking from the moment I move into this house for when I'll be eligible to reapply for an owner-occupied loan in 2021, and so, you know, wanted to get in quickly.
Can you tell the viewers how much you put down?
Yeah, so I wasn't eligible for the 3% down. I'm currently unemployed, so I had my father come in as a co-signer.
There you go.
And he's bought properties in the past, so you know, in conversations with my lender, Megastar Financial, I wasn't eligible to receive that, you know, first homeowners program, I guess, ticket, or that gets you eligible for that 3% down.
Okay.
So 5% down, which totaled about, I think it was $27,500.
So what you're saying is, because you're unemployed, you couldn't get the loan in your own name, so you had your dad co-sign on the loan with you.
Exactly.
And then with that, you put down 5% because you can't put down 3% because he's not technically a first-time home buyer. And was this like 10 minutes away from downtown Denver? So we're just east here of Denver, and so it's a pretty great location. 10
if you catch all the green lights. 8 if you speed and you catch all the green lights.
All right.
And 20 on the bike, which
local himself. Yeah. All right, Michael. Now we want to know, what were you looking for in this house hack? You know, you're going on your search. What are you looking for?
Yeah. So really, the idea with house hacking here, and it's kind of like a continuum. And Craig will talk about this, comfort and profitability. But to err on that side of profitability, you really want to find something with more bedrooms, because if you're renting out the rooms, the more bedrooms, the more rent you're pretty much pulling in per month.
It adds up.
So it adds up, and it really does. I mean, the difference between a 4-bedroom property versus a 5-bedroom property, you're looking at an additional, depending on the location and the rents you're charging, you're looking at an additional, if I'm doing $800 a room here, then that's an additional $9,600 in a year. So that's a huge, huge surplus in cash flow just from that extra bedroom. So my criteria, I was looking for either 4-bed, 2-bath, or 5-bed, 2-bath. 4-bed, 2-bath with places that might have like an unfinished basement, so I might be able to put in some sweat equity, toss in an additional bedroom. But really the goal was to have 5 beds with 2 to 3 baths.
Okay.
3 baths would be ideal, but you can deal with 2.
Yeah, so we got the 5-bed house here, and it's a pretty relatively turnkey place. We put these lights in, but all in all, it's pretty much ready to go. So you should be spending very little in renovations, which means you can just start cash flowing right away, which is a great deal. So just summing up, you're looking for basically a lot of bedrooms because he was going with the rent by the room strategy, which is great for cash flow, and especially if you're living in the property, it's a lot easier to manage. Okay, so like you said, this is a 5-bedroom house and 2-bathroom. So can you please describe to us where you're going to live and how you're going to rent the bedrooms out, what your strategy is for that?
Absolutely. So pretty standard. It's got it's 2,400 square foot unit or property.
Nice, good size.
And there are 2 bedrooms in the basement, 1 bath, and 3 up at the top, 1 bath.
Okay.
So the plan right now for me is, I was very fortunate. I feel like, to get good tenants. Well, I'm in the process right now, so I'm still trying to fill 1 room. But I got a married couple in their 20s, late 20s, to move into the basement, and they're actually going to be covering 2 of the room payments. And so, they're moving in some of their furniture. It helps me save some costs there too.
Sweet.
And then up here, I'm renting out 2 rooms, and I'm living in one of them myself. So,
and what's the expected rent for the 2 bedrooms upstairs?
One of the bedrooms is going for, with utilities and Wi-Fi included, $900 per month.
Okay. And
the other one I'm going for $850. And then the one that I will be sleeping in, I will be trying to rent out for $800 per month after this year's up and I move out.
Sweet. Okay, so we got $900, $850 up top.
Yep.
What is that, $1,750?
$1,750 total there.
$1,750, and then we got downstairs.
And then downstairs, so I cut a deal with the couple downstairs because they're going to be turning one of them into a guest room / study anyway, so it's going to be very nice. So downstairs, $1,675.
Wow. Okay. So $1,675 plus $1,750.
That's we should put some calculators over here. I haven't done the math here actually yet. I think it's about
1750 plus 1675 equals 3425. So here at Brad and Chloe, we obviously talk a lot about house hacking, and talking a lot about that to our friends, we hear a list of, I won't call them excuses, but reasons why they don't want to do it.
Long list.
Yeah. So when you first heard about house hacking, what was your first kind of reservation or fear about it?
Maybe not house hacking in particular, but real estate investing in general. The biggest fear I had was the fact that you're dealing with large sums of money, and inherently there's risk. But the biggest thing for me was you can mitigate risk in any circumstance, and the best way to do that is really to just be knowledgeable about things, because then you can steer clear from the traps and the things that are out that can turn a good deal bad. So you know, really the biggest thing for me was just the fear of the unknown. I think humans have a propensity to kind of assume the worst in certain circumstances, particularly when there's so many unknowns.
Yeah.
So a big part of this for me was just getting smart up on the whole rental properties, house hacking concepts and some of the strategies behind that. And then, you know, really the biggest thing that helped me kind of take that next step was having conversations with people who've done it themselves. Like I said, just getting smart, having those conversations, and knowing that, you know, I shouldn't and I don't have to know everything, because I can learn and iterate as I go on.
Learn as you go. Yeah, that's a great point. I never really thought about that. Was, you know, when we were buying our first house hack, it was like, okay, we'd buy like index funds or little stocks for like maybe $100 a share.
Yeah.
But then, okay, the down payment, even though it's still super low relative to a 20% down payment, it's still like, you know, tens of thousands of dollars we're talking about. So that's a big transaction, especially like we're pretty young, you know, it's new. But
a lot of money for
you're definitely right, you know. Talking to like rock star agents and lenders who have done this like 1,000,000 times, you know, they make it seem easy, and really they'll do all the hard work for you. They'll do all the heavy lifting. All you gotta do is show up and make some decisions. So that you're totally right about finding the right people and just talking about it, networking, right?
Mm-hmm. And you know, there's a little mind shift, like paradigm switch that I've tried to make this past year, and that's kind of been, you know, being content and okay knowing that I don't have all the answers and I don't have all the information, but committing up front, you know, being determined with it, and then realizing, you know, I can learn as I go, and take everything as it comes up. And
you can't wait to get started until you know everything, right? It's
you're just going to be fiddling.
You're going to be wasting all those years, right?
Exactly.
All those years.
You'll never pull the trigger if you're waiting for the perfect time.
Every year, you know, the loan gets paid down by the tenants, and the house appreciates, and you get tax benefits. I mean, and hopefully you're cash flowing. So it's a win-win. Okay, that was the interview with Michael. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I just want to go over the numbers in more detail to make sure we got the right ones, because we may have not gotten the right ones in the interview. So like he said, the purchase price was for $525,000. 5% of that, which is the down payment, was $26,250. But because he was able to pay no closing costs and also got a seller credit at closing, he only brought around $24,000 to the table at closing. Now Michael's PITI, that is his principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, is $2,074 a month. And then on top of that, he'll have to pay all the utilities, so electricity, water, trash, sewer, Wi-Fi for all the tenants. I'm guessing that's gonna be around $300 to $350. So let's just call this monthly payment around $2,400. From the rents that we calculated in the interview, we came up with $3,425. So that is a healthy $1,000 a month cash flow from a house that he lives in. So I'm not going to go over the exact return. You guys can do that if you want. There's just so many ways to do it when you're talking about house hacking, because you know you're actually getting cash flow, but you're also saving on the rent that you would have been paying if you weren't house hacking and you're paying down your loan. So there's just a lot of variables, and everyone has to do it their own way. So you guys can do it however you want. This is with a 30-year mortgage with an interest rate of 2.875%. That is crazy. Interest rates are at a crazy low right now. So if you guys are interested in buying a house, especially a house hack or a rental property, this is a great time to do it. Michael's rent by the room strategy with a house with a lot of bedrooms, a single family house with a lot of bedrooms, is really good. It's really ideal if you're looking for cash flow. Okay, enough talking from me. Let's get back to Michael, where he's gonna give us a tour of the entire house hack.
Gonna give you guys a little tour of the property that Brad and I were talking about the other day. The one that I purchased here. Here at the front, it's got 2 doors. And this is the entrance right here. So it's got some cabinet space here at the front. Opens up nicely into the living room. You can see, so we furnished it with a couch, table, you know, some storage space. Got a TV stand here. I don't personally watch TV, but I told the tenants that, you know, if you guys feel so inclined, you can move one in. And then just a nice dining area. The kitchen rolls right in to the dining area right here, which rolls into the living room, so it flows pretty smoothly. And just here on the, let's see, the top floor, we have 3 bedrooms. So this is one of them right here. I can only show you one, actually. I'm having 2 folks move in right now. So this will be my bedroom. Check it out right here. I've yet to move in. And then there's the bathroom. So Brad and I actually installed this vanity too, which is awesome. Very appreciative for all your help and expertise there. You can see the bathroom. You know, I put this little stand here, a little bit more storage space, and since this is kind of a rent-by-the-room place, and there was previously a pedestal sink here, I figured it's probably smart to get something with some storage space. So, in the hallway, got some more storage just on the sides of the walls. And if we go back into the kitchen here, see there's this back door that really takes you into the backyard. So we got a seating patio area. Needs a little bit of love, a little bit of work, but it's got a cool little fire pit over here, detached 1-car garage, and then this leads into the alleyway over here. So let's continue. We'll go down into the basement here. So it's a little bit of low ceiling, but once you get down here, as you can see, it's very, very spacious, and the lighting is fantastic. It's pretty awesome. These are similar lights as to the ones that Brad and I actually attached upstairs in the living room, except these aren't dimmable, so ours are technically better. This is one of the bedrooms. So I got a married couple actually in January, so I'm biting, month and a half's worth of rent, moving in here at the beginning of the year. So they'll probably be taking this room. I'm going to install an egress window right here for them. So that's another little home project that I'm going to be working on in the coming weeks. So it's 2 bed and 1 bath down here. And this is kind of what they'll be working with. So this is technically a 0.75 because there's no tub, but you can see it's more spacious than the one upstairs. The only thing is it doesn't have a vent, but it's got a window that you can kind of open there. So we'll see if that's a problem with moisture. I don't think it will be. I live in Colorado. It's very, very dry in here, but mold is not unheard of. And yeah, I mean, super all-around cool spot, pretty turnkey. The previous owners, they dumped in a big lump sum of money, I'm imagining, just renovating the place out. I think it was fully renovated 2016. And you can see the kitchen, like granite countertops, nice marble backsplash there. It's got some good lighting. The appliances are brand new. Washer dryer there, or dishwasher I should say. Oven, microwave, stainless steel fridge. Plenty of cabinet space, which is pretty key, I think, if you're going to be renting out the rooms, just because people got to eat. So I'm very happy with it. Cash flows. The tenants are happy with the way I've furnished it. I think the flow will go well. Like I said, I got one of my tenants moved in yesterday, and another girl is moving in this afternoon, actually. So I'm just filming this in between one of her U-Haul trips. So it's happening. It's been a lot of fun. It's going to continue to be a lot of fun, a lot of learning experiences, and excited for many more of these to get under my belt in the upcoming years. So, peace out.
All right, Michael, that's all we wanted to ask you today. Thank you so much for being here. I know our viewers are very happy to get a diversity of house hackers in their community besides just Brad and Chloe. We and the rest of our community wish you the best of luck in your house hacking journey and whatever other endeavors you take on in life. I'll give you a COVID-friendly elbow bump.
Oh yeah, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, and keep on pumping out some of the content.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, myself included, enjoy it.
I appreciate that.
And you can add value, all the more better. So
that's the plan. All right, guys. Signing off from Brad and Chloe and Michael. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.